Let's go, let's go, let's go! It's Mike Bowens with you, ready to motivate you through the Word of God. We come to unleash the creativity within you. This is how we doing it. We doing it big this morning. We doing it big every day for the rest of our lives. Start looking around, start being creative. Hey, you may cook the best macaroni and cheese that anybody has ever tasted. Why don't you box it up, put it in some little tins or some little cartons and start selling it? Let's go, let's go, let's go. It's your man Mike Bowens coming to you once again, live and direct from Unleashing the Creativity Within You. I got a very powerful, interesting message to give to you today. This is called sense of urgency. Sense of urgency. And I say this to people because when I'm doing my messages and I travel across the country and I speak to a lot of people, basically people don't have a sense of urgency with their destiny. They don't have a sense of urgency in accomplishing their goals and dreams. It's more like if it happens, it happens. They're not like pursuing it with passion. They're not giving it everything that they got on a day-to-day basis. You know, once again, when I look at rappers and stuff like that, these guys that start from with nothing, right? How when they get to the point of touring, these guys get recording studios on a tour bus so that they can record new songs while they're on a tour doing music that they previously did. That's a grind. I'm not even into the music that they're into. But the grind respects the grind. You mean to tell me you're on tour promoting your album, but when you go back to the tour bus, when you should be resting or possibly could be resting and basking in the success that you're experiencing now, you're already putting down new tracks for music to come out in the future. As soon as you finish getting off this tour, you're releasing something. As soon as you get off the tour, you got something already cooking in the oven so that you can put it out. That's a sense of urgency. People are working like something could happen, or I want to get to where I got to get to. I want to cut time in half. Ooh, we going somewhere now. The more work you put in, you are able to cut the time in half of what it would take you by putting in less work. See, people may count quantity and say, I'd rather quality, but how about quality and quantity? Ooh, now we're getting somewhere. If you're doing something in quantity and quality, you'll cut your time in half that it would take you if you just put out quality without the quantity of trying to get to where you're trying to go. Does that make sense? Instead of you doing something in abundance, you're doing it a little bit, but you're just, you're doing it, you're perfecting it even more, right? It's still gonna take you a long time to get there, as opposed to you putting something out in quantity, in abundance, at a higher rate, but in excellence. You're gonna get to where you're going even faster than someone else, because of the work that you're putting into it. You look at a rock, a big rock, water is going to pave a hole through that rock eventually because it keeps beating on it. It keeps beating on it. It keeps beating on it. If you take the two and put them together, which is harder? A rock. But that water will pound a hole in that rock eventually because it keeps beating on that one place over and over and over and over and over and over. Same thing, the same way you gotta be. You gotta beat on your dream over and over and over and over and over until the door opens up for you to walk in. And when the door opens up for you, you don't stop. See, you ever heard this saying that people who are successful, when they act like they're successful, things begin to diminish? But people who act like they're not successful, even when they become successful and keep that same work ethic, even go to new heights and new levels, because mentally they don't allow themselves to get comfortable. And I want to tell you, don't get comfortable. I want to tell you to push yourself. I want to tell you that there's new levels. There's higher heights. there's more that you can accomplish. There's more things that you can be. There's more things that you can see. There's more people that you can reach. There's more people that you can help. And I'm talking about not resting on your laurels. So these people prepare for their future today. These rappers, they're grinding, right? Even athletes, some athletes that I see, the season is over. As soon as the season is over, they already start training camp. Whereas many people say, I'm taking a break for the summer, I'll start working out later. But they start grinding already because they want to get better for the next season. See, I always say this, if you stay ready, you won't have to get ready. And if you're constantly in preparation mode, if you're constantly working, if you're constantly getting better, then when your time of opportunity comes, you'll be able to knock it out the park. If you're practicing presentations in your room with nobody watching you, when you get in front of a crowd, it's going to be like second nature for you, right? But if you're sitting back waiting for an opportunity to come and you don't practice and prepare, if God would have happened to drop that opportunity into your lap, are you prepared for it? Are you ready for the opportunity that's coming in your lifetime? And I want to encourage somebody today. Get your mind right. Get your focus in. Lock in to what it is that you want and prepare yourself now. Until next time, this is your man Mike Bowen saying, be blessed.